there's only a few things that everybody needs. And, love is one of those things. And hello, Incredible One. My name is Darnyelle Jervey, and I am super excited to welcome you to Incredible Factor TV. Now, if you ask me, this is the place you must be to learn breakthrough strategies to make your life and business an incredible one. Every week here at Incredible Factor TV, we take questions from someone in our Incredible Factor community. And this week, I'm taking a question from Blake, my creative director, and he asks, "Hi, Darnyelle. How does one manage between being career-driven and having a relationship or a love life?" My first inclination is to laugh because I don't know if I really know. Honestly, I think that we make time for whatever we deem to be important. So if it's important for you to really attract a mate, someone who can share your life, then you've got to make time for that. So, a few years ago, I really started to get very intent and very clear that I wanted to attract the right person into my life. Now, I've been engaged a few times, and whether that's irrelevant or not, I haven't been successful at finding the right person is really what it comes down to. And I'm a career-oriented woman, but I am of the belief that we don't have to choose an amazing career or an amazing love. I believe we can have both, but I believe that we have to be willing to do our work on ourselves. Because see, we always want to think it's the other person's fault, but you're the common denominator if your relationships aren't working, or at least that's what I found to be true for myself. So we have to be willing to do the work, and we have to be willing to make the time. And so what that means, entrepreneurs, all of you who are hustlers that are working 24/7, you're gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to find time, make time to bring someone in. So one of the things I started doing is I started ending my workday between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. I started coming upstairs and making dinner. Like if there was somebody to sit across the table from me, we could have dinner at the time that people have dinner. I stopped taking night clients and working on the weekend so that when this person shows up, there would be time for him. And I maintain that. I started that several years ago, but I still do it to this day. The last person I dated, he remarked at knowing how busy I am that I made time for him. And it was because it was that important to me to make time for him. Now, although that relationship didn't work, the philosophy still works. And, I believe that you really have to get crystal clear about what being in an ideal relationship is for you. And just like I wouldn't tell you to go to the grocery store without a list, I would tell you to get clear and create that mate description. So, a previous episode of Incredible Factor TV, I said, make a job description if you're hiring an employee. Well, if you're hiring a love mate, dag nabbit, you need a job description. So you need to take the time and really get crystal clear about who this person needs to be, how comfortable they need to be with themselves, especially if you are an entrepreneur like me, who is in the limelight, who has to be in the front. I need a man who's fine standing in the back, who doesn't need to compete with me when I'm fulfilling destiny and purpose. So you need to take the time and really get crystal clear about what an ideal relationship looks like for you. And then you need to ask yourself, what are you willing to change in order to bring this into your reality? To bring this into your realm of experience, what needs to change? So for me, it was working 24/7 and being all about my business. And that needed to change. It was getting up off my couch and getting out to places where I could be seen. That needed to change. I needed to be willing to give up my couch time in order to get to the point to be able to actually invite somebody in. So you have to be willing to ask yourselves these questions and then be willing to do what it's going to take to be able to make it happen. Again, I believe that, at Incredible One, we're really, really clear that you need a life and business that is incredible, right? And the only way you can have a life and business that is incredible is if you're doing the work on yourself and you're creating an environment for that type of success to come in. So you're going to have to do the work, Blake. You're going to have to make the finite decision, make it non-negotiable, and do what it takes. But be willing to wait in the process, because nobody goes to bed a blunder and wakes up a wonder. So you're going to have to be willing to wait and try it out and test and date. Remember, dating is just the application process. This person is applying for the most important position they'll probably ever hold in their life. So you need to go through some applicants to make sure that you're bringing the right person through the doors and exposing them to your gifts and talents that God created you for to share with the world. And that takes time. but you got to be intent, you got to be purposeful, and you got to do your work and make sure that you're the kind of partner you want to attract. Because if you are not right, you're not going to attract what's right. Somebody ought to tweet that. So now I want to hear from you. What's your 2 cents? Do you have an amazing love life and an amazing business or career? How is that working for you? And what tips can you share in the community to help people like me and like Blake who are on one side but not the other and wanting to enjoy all of that in their life? I know, this is a little bit different this week, but I'm kind of excited about it. I want to answer more questions like this. So send me more questions about some of these life things. I think it's really, really valuable, and it helps those of you who are a part of the community. So if you enjoyed this week's video, I want you to do me a favor and subscribe. You can do it right here on this page by hitting the subscribe button. And then I want you to use social media to share it with your friends, fans, and followers. And if you want to make sure that you stay in touch with me and know the next breakthrough strategy that's coming down the pike to make your life and business an incredible one, you best to make sure you're receiving our weekly Easing the Incredible Factor. Comes out every single Walk It Out Wednesday into your mailbox, and all you need to do is subscribe by giving us your name and email. This is Darnyelle Jervey from Incredible Factor TV saying, as always, I want you to be better. I want you to be stronger. I want you to be incredible because it's your birthright. You were born that way. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Take care.